Hi friends, my name is Aidan Conway, and in today's video we are going to be recreating the most viral food trends of all of 2022. Now, these trends have all surpassed over 1 billion views each, and I'm really curious to see if they're really worth the hype. So we're going to be starting off with one that has received over 1.2 billion views and continues to climb, and that is baked oats. I'm sure that you've seen it somewhere along your feed, and I'm so ready to make this because I am starving, because I decided that at 8:45 in the morning it was a great idea to get up and film. I'm gonna get out all of our ingredients and then we'll get started. Alrighty, so let's get started with our baked oats. I'm sure you've seen these somewhere along your feed. So we're gonna start 1/2 cup of oats, and they want us to turn it into kind of like an oat flour. So I pre-measured all my, I pre-measured all my ingredients last night because I'm not in the business of filming for 4 hours today. So they all got pre-measured last night. But we're just gonna blend these up really fast. We're gonna turn them into like an oat flour consistency, and then we'll mix them with their dry ingredients. So I will be right back. Interesting. Well, there's oat flour for you guys. So we have our bowl, and to our bowl we are going to add our 1/2 cup of our oat flour that we made in the blender, 2 tablespoons of either plant-based protein powder or 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds. I'm just going with the ground flax seeds route today, just because that's what I was feeling this morning. We also have 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 2/3 of a teaspoon, which was so weird to find. Like 2/3 of a teaspoon, like who makes that metric, please, of baking powder. All right, so that's all of our dry ingredients, and we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. We're starting with 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then from there, we are going to add 2.5 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now, I'm just here to tell you that 2.5 tablespoons of maple syrup, considering that 1 serving is 2 tablespoons, and that's 48% of your daily value added sugar. So add a little bit to that, considering that it's 2.5. I don't actually know if you can see me. Yeah. And just from the nutrition labels, this is a lot of sugar in here just to kick off your day, and I kind of like to start my day with a lower sugar option. I find that if I start my day with a lot of sugar, I tend to lose energy really quickly, but that's just me. So anyway, so we're just gonna mix up all of our dry ingredients with our 2 wet ingredients, and then once they are mixed up and around, we are going to slowly add in our 1/2 cup of your preferred milk of choice. All right, so now there's a couple topping options on the website, and I will be linking the recipes down below, but I'm doing the blueberry crumb muffin version. So hang on, preheated oven. Okay, so into our bowl, I washed and dried these blueberries last night because it was just easier to do it, and we're gonna mix these into our mixture. I think it's interesting because they gave me very specific measurements for these foods. Like it's like 2 tablespoons fresh blueberries, 1/2 teaspoon of chopped pecans. Mind you, 1/2 teaspoon of chopped pecans is literally like 3 pecan pieces. So this is interesting. 1 teaspoon of coconut sugar, and then 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So we're just gonna mix around until I don't know, that's kind of just what it is. All right, so now we have our greased ramekin right here. Ooh, that's a lot of grease. Hang on. Oh my gosh, you'd think that I would have had my life together a little bit more in this video, but hey, it's almost 2023. Like, I'm ready for the new year to start, right? Also, if you are in need of a New Year's resolution, I have a suggestion. If you can go beneath this video right now and hit that big red subscribe button down below, then that can be 1 New Year's resolution checked off your list before 2023 even begins. Now look at you go, killing the game with those New Year's resolutions. That's really the end of it. So we're just gonna pour this into our ramekin. Gosh, this is hard. We are going to top it with our remaining blueberries. We're gonna add our half a teaspoon of chopped pecans. Do you see this? Look at that. There's like 0 in there. And then we're going to end it by sprinkling on some cinnamon. Whoa, holy cow, that was a lot. Whoops, that came out fast. I don't think I realized how big those holes were. And then I don't personally own coconut sugar because I don't know, we don't. So I'm instead going to sprinkle it with a little bit of brown sugar instead. I think that'll have the same effect. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of skeptical right now as to how this is going to end up working. You can kind of see the top a little bit, it's about to spill over right now. But I'm just gonna add this into an oven preheated at 350 degrees for about 19 to 21 minutes, and in it goes. Okay, so moving on to our next one. We are moving on to something that is boasting an impressive 1.1 billion views, and that would be pasta chips. Now, when I first saw these, I was like, what the heck is going on? So we're gonna start. It calls for 8 ounces of uncooked bow tie pasta, but when I looked at my pantry last night, we don't have bow tie pasta, but that's okay. We're going to add this to our stove to heat until our water is nice and boiling. Now we have our cooked pasta, and I'm just gonna strain them, you know, normally like everyone does. Look at that steam, that pillar of steam. I love this part. All right, so we've got our cooked pasta here. They wanted it nice and al dente, so I cooked it slightly under just so that they're still cooked all the way through, but they're just, but I like really dense pasta. I don't know, I just do. Something about me, interesting fact. So we're adding these pasta pieces to the bowl, and they're still pretty hot, steamy. We're going to add a little splash of olive oil. That's wonderful, wonderful, fabulous. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, great. A few shakes of this garlic powder. They gave me measurements. Like, who's in it for the measurements? No one. No one. And then a whole ton of grated Parmesan cheese. Now, yummy, look at all that. Okay, so now we're gonna take all this then and we're gonna mix them together, supposedly, in our bowl. And then we're gonna put them on said placed parchment pan to cook in the oven for about 20 minutes. They're gonna get a deep golden brown consistency. Oh, I'm so excited to eat these. These ones, I'm most intrigued about what they're going to taste like, and also very excited to see what they're gonna taste like because I feel like these are gonna taste good. Also, side note, there are 3 recipes, but there is a 4th recipe. It's absolutely absurd, and it's just kind of like bonus at the end of this video. So be sure to watch the end to not only see the reactions to all these cooked and come together, also to this mystery recipe that I found when I was researching, and it is an absurd combination of ingredients, and I'm really interested to see if it's gonna hold up to what it supposedly tastes like. I don't think it will, and I'm dreading it, but you know, we just play it by ear. Yeah. All right, so anyway, this is our pasta jazz. Bam, parchment papered cookie sheet. We're gonna put them on there. We're just gonna spread them out. Yeah, we're just gonna maneuver them around. All right, pasta chips. Now they're going in the oven, 375 degrees, and we'll move on to our last full testing. But like I said, there's still that 4th bonus one, so stick around. So it's time to move on. And look, I have this handy dandy tool. It even has an egg on it because we're gonna be separating our egg whites for our cloud bread. Now, as I do this, we're gonna talk a little bit about it. Cloud bread has an impressive 3.4 billion views just in 2022 and continues to grow. I mean, this is like a no joke thing. And these bread pieces, let me tell you, when they break them, are gorgeous. They're just these cute little clouds that just like explode out of the middle of the bread. Oh, our egg yolks are going into our bowl so they can be whipped. Whipped. Whip it. Okay, also just a side note, finally our baked oats are done. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Hello. Gorgeous. I present to you the magic beater of death. That was actually a lot scarier than I thought it was gonna be. All right, so we have our 3 egg yolks here, and we are going to whip them forever. We're gonna whip them for so long. We're just gonna keep on whipping, whipping, whipping until they're done. because we need to whip these eggs into a creamy meringue. I know, so fancy, so that we can add our sugar. There we go, words. Supposedly, this is supposed to take a long time. I don't know. I hope it doesn't, but I think it will. So now we have a pretty frothy consistency of egg yolks. So now we're gonna turn our beater on low, and I'm going to slowly add in sugar, about 1 tablespoon at a time. I'm a little concerned that it's gonna taste like eggs, because it is literally just egg white, sugar, and cornstarch. And sugar will sweeten it a little bit, but cornstarch really doesn't taste like much. So I'm hoping that it tastes good. We are going to add in our cornstarch. Now this should really add our structure to our egg whites. Supposedly, according to I Am Food Blog, literally that's their name, I Am a Food Blog. This went a lot smoother than my last testing social media recipes. I'll put it up here if you're curious, check it out. But I did another testing viral social media recipes in like early June, July-ish. Really towards the very beginning days of my channel. So far, this has been the easiest to make. And I hope it tastes good too, but I have a feeling it won't. Look at that, glossy and gorgeous. It even stays in the bowl. Look at that. That's impressive. Okay, so I'm gonna parchment paper another baking sheet, but first, we're gonna try our absurd combination of food ingredients that is supposed to taste, get this, like Coke, but combines salad dressing and flavored seltzer. We're gonna make it work, and we're gonna try it and try not to spit it out. And this is our healthy Coke, supposedly, recipe. So this is a recipe that I found when I was researching, and apparently a Pilates instructor said that she drinks this every morning in replacement for her Coca-Cola beverage. And apparently if you combine balsamic vinaigrette and any flavor of sparkling water, then it should taste like Coca-Cola. So we're gonna try this out today. So we have our balsamic vinaigrette. Just gonna add a little bit into it. This is just nasty. The things I do for this YouTube channel is insane. I torture myself with 5-minute crafts. Click up here to watch the video. Anyway, all right. So we have our sparkling water. We mix it up. Sparkling water's good. Bellini bliss, baby. Take a spoon. We're gonna stir it. This is nasty. I don't know what kind of balsamic vinaigrette she used, but mine is like chunky. It's like, there's like particles floating around. Ugh. Okay, I'm dreading tasting this right now. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. We're gonna create our nice spread of foods right here for us to try some of the most viral trends of 2022. Okay, this is it. This is my last video of 2022, and we're gonna be trying it to see if it is actually worth the hype. Oh my gosh. Okay, so story time. So I've worn this shirt before, but I just stabbed my finger into this. Do you know what this is? This is their little pin thing that they leave in your shirt, like for like security. And then if you like walk past those like things on the door, they're like, "Beedoo, beedoo, beedoo." Look at how evil that looks. And I just stabbed myself with it because they didn't take it out of the shirt. People make mistakes, but like, really? Ugh. Ouch. This hurts. I'm mad at them for it. So we are in the final stretch of this video. I have our 4 things out, and we're gonna test them in the order that we made them. All right, so we're gonna get started with our delicious, supposedly, over baked oats. Now, I'm gonna be 100% real here. This is not a new thing for me. I've had baked oats before. I've eaten them for breakfast, so this isn't anything new. I have not tried this recipe though, so I'm gonna see if this is any good. This is actually legitimately good. The texture is a bit rubbery. All in all, I'd give this a solid 7 out of 10. All right, next is our pasta chips. Not horrible, but I just wouldn't. You're kind of wasting your time, honestly. So I give these a solid 4 out of 10. Moving on to our cloud bread. Oh, this like literally just came out of the oven. So here we go. Now this is what gets its claim to fame. All right, so it's supposedly this break. Oh, look at that steam right there. Oh, it's so cloud-like. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. I'm so excited to take a bite of this. It tastes kind of like if you mixed egg and sugar together. Well, this gets a 10 out of 10 on the experience, like the ripping of it. Oh, so gorgeous. 10 out of 10 experience, 5 out of 10 taste. Okay? All right. Now we are on to this. The most concerning part of this entire video. Healthy Coca-Cola. I have not had Coca-Cola in years, so I'm just gonna sip it and see what we're dealing with. Okay. It doesn't taste horrible, which is so ironic because I thought this was gonna taste awful. It doesn't. It's a weird taste. It's like a fruity, it's a question. I've only had Coca-Cola twice and I can tell this tastes nothing like it. It's very interesting, to say the least. Do I hate it? No. Would I drink it? Absolutely not. You're wasting your time if you make this every morning. I mean, maybe you love it, maybe you hate it, I don't know. But anyway, that's the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful end of 2022. It was wonderful going on this year of a journey with you guys. I started this channel in 2022 and I cannot wait to see where it goes and the community that we can build together in 2023. Your support really, really means the world to me. Please feel free to comment down below if you tried any of these. And so without further ado, this leads me to the end of this video. I hope that all of you guys have a super fun New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, really setting those intentions for 2023 and deciding what we're going to do. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next year for a new video. Bye. Mwah.